Hi there, it's the evening of April 14, 2017, Good Friday, and also my 37th birthday. I know I'm taking a big risk doing this, and this is actually the first time I actually done a video journal on YouTube, but I just felt like something that I just needed to get off my chest mentally and emotionally. And also, if you're wondering why my eyes are not centered, that's because my tablet is not centered properly towards me. So that's why my eyes are not focused straight at the iPad in the center. Um, a lot of been going through my mind since 2011, and you know, um, right now one of my biggest dreams is, or one of my biggest dreams and aspirations, wishes, even something I want to be able to fulfill off my bucket list. And if you're watching this, Andrew, Brennan, Cameron, Nico, Peter, um, even Asum, and all my Power Rangers brothers, um, one of my biggest wishes is to actually spend some downtime, social time for my birthday with you guys, and all the Power Ranger brothers. For the past several years since 2011, been going through a string of deaths. 2011, I lose one of my aunts on my dad's side of the family. Then 2 weeks later, one of my mom's brothers, my uncles, passes away. Then 2012, another one of my aunts, one of my dad's sisters, passes away. Had a heart attack. And it just really struck me because I made a family emergency trip back to the Philippines that time because I promised my aunt that I would be by her side. Then, exactly a year later, another one of my aunts passes away in November of 2013. Then, a week later, after my aunt's passing in 2013, my dad was diagnosed with stage 4 lung cancer, and sadly, on January 9th, 2014, he passed away. He passed away at the age of 80, but it was just 3 weeks before his birthday on January 31st. He would have been 81 on January 31st, 2014. Would have been 84 this past 2017. And then this past June 2016, my dad's eldest sister passes away on Memorial Day, May 31st in the Philippines, of course, at the age of 98. At that time, I had to make a family emergency trip back home to attend her funeral. I didn't want to, but it's what my dad would have wanted for all of us. She was just 2 years shy of her 100th birthday, and then it's just been such a lot from that. And then by a week later, after the end of the Palmorphicon on August 22, while I was at work, someone had ransacked and robbed the belongings of my car. You know, they stole my headphones, 3 bags of my clothes, my electric shaver, a belt, my socks, just almost all my clothes that I had in my on the back seat of my car. And then, I mean, if that wasn't enough, just this past November 2017, while I was out bowling with some of my friends, someone breaks in my car again. You know, they broke into my car, and then they broke into another 5 cars, and then 2 days later, they break into another 4 more cars at the bowling alley. I mean, it's just, I mean, sometimes life is just so unfair to me. Like, you know, bad karma striking back. And then just this past March 26th, 27th, while I was about to leave work, I should say, a random girl that I don't know, she tried to get a ride from me. I mean, she was complaining that her feet were tired, and even tried to bribe me with wine. And let me tell you, I was really, really uncomfortable by her presence. I mean, I have the security at my work to thank for making sure that everything was okay with me, because honestly, I was really uncomfortable with her presence. You know, I mean, just making this video, I'm not trying to send this out as another fan video or like kind of give a lecture. I mean, I just want to be able to be friends. And I know that I'll be having some kind of celebration next week with my ministry and my family, but I mean, to my Power Ranger friends, Brennan, Andrew, Cameron, all my Power Ranger bros, and also to all my Bodybuilder bros, like Rob Ortiz, Johnny Sebastian, Tori, AJ, Josh Rodriguez, even James Hurst. I mean, if you're watching this, I really would like to spend that time with you guys. You know, as my dad said before he passed away, he told me and one of my other friends to make sure that I don't make the same mistake as he did. I mean, in his own way, he taught me how to be myself and to be true to myself. So, yeah, I mean, it's, you know, it's just, after what I've been going through, I mean, I would really like to spend time with you guys, because honestly, I mean, I've just been feeling so isolated at home. You know, one of the reasons I should say is that, how do I say this? Within my ministry, the number of how I say to them as my respect is my brothers in Christ within my ministry. The numbers have really dwindled. I mean, I'm not saying that like I don't like talking to them. It's just that there's not a lot of people that I know around my age to talk to. I mean, there are other chapters within here within Northern California, but just within my area, like in in the South Bay. It's been very, very difficult to actually talk to, like verbally hang out with. And pretty much for the most part, I've been so isolated in my room. So, I mean, I know that you all have your own lives to live, and each of you has your own aspirations, and I don't want to stop you from achieving your goals in life, but at the same time, I mean, sometimes we just have to make sacrifices, take risks. An amazing Dominican sister who once conducted a retreat that I went to back in 2009 gave me one of the most powerful worksheets, handouts that I even still keep up to this day. And it's titled Risk, and let me actually read that. To laugh is to risk appearing the clown. To weep is to risk appearing sentimental. To reach out for another is to risk involvement. To expose feelings is to risk exposing your true self. To place your ideas, your dreams before the crowd is to risk their loss. To love is to risk not being loved in return. To live is to risk dying. To hope is to risk despair. To try is to risk failure. But risks must be taken, because the greatest hazard in life is to risk nothing. The person who risks nothing, does nothing, has nothing, and is nothing. She may avoid suffering and sorrow, but simply cannot learn, feel, change, grow, love, live. Chained by her certitudes, she has forfeited freedom. Only a person who risks is truly free. So, yeah. I mean, I know that, like, I get it. I mean, I get that you want to be able to fulfill your dreams, and there's so much to accomplish, but what's the point if I mean, what's the point of it if you just don't have like, I don't know. I mean, I just want to be able to spend time with you guys. I mean, just being able to share my feelings, just be able to have that time together. I mean, everything that you've done, your inspirations, your dreams, they've also inspired me as well to never give up. I mean, I really would love to see you guys for my birthday. I mean, just playing video games, just watching TV. I mean, it's just so isolating. I mean, just having no one to talk to around my age, it gets quite boring. Because, I mean, I know Facebook is one thing, but to not be able to talk to someone verbally, that's a different story. I mean, I would like to be able to get out more, but it's just so hard to find people around my age to relate to. I mean, sometimes, I mean, I would even feel nervous to just go up to just some random person and just say, hey, oh, hey, would you like to come to my party? Or, like, would you like to hang out? Something like that. I mean, it just doesn't work for me. I mean, I'm just only trying to be myself and to be true to myself. I mean, a couple